So by now you probably know that the feds have raised the interest rates. Currently in June 2022, if you're looking to borrow $300,000 for a 30-year fixed with 20% down and a credit score of 740, your rate is going to be about 6.1%. Last year this time you were at 3%. So what does that mean, and what should we be looking out for? The good, the bad, that's what we're talking about today. Hey friends, welcome back. Mary Howard here with There's No Place Like Home and See, Red Boots Realty powered by eXp Realty. We're based right here in the Charlotte, North Carolina region, the Queen City. On this channel, I provide educational content for buyers and sellers when they are deciding whether to buy or sell a home. When the feds raise the rates, it is making the cost of borrowing more expensive for businesses and for consumers. So why? Why are they doing this? The answer is to reduce the supply of money that's in the circulation. Pretty much they're creating a recession with the goal of lowering inflation. If you've seen any of my market updates, heck, you don't even have to see my market updates. If you're human and not living under a rock, then you know that inflation is a big factor in our daily lives. The Federal Reserve's mission is to keep our economy smooth and steady, not high inflation and not in recession. And the ideal inflation rate is around 2%. Right now, we're sitting at 8%. The way to combat this is with a rate increase, and that's what they've done. And they've told us that to expect another increase between 50 and 75 basis points in the coming month. What does this rate hike do to the real estate market? Well, nothing directly, but indirectly it is going to impact how much it will cost to borrow to purchase a home. So a home buyer last year went to borrow $300,000 at 3%, and we're going to only look at principal and interest. The payment last year would have been less than $1,700 a month. Now, the same scenario at the current interest rates, your payment will be just under $2,400 a month. A $700 a month increase. Again, this isn't considering the taxes, the insurance, and everything else that goes into the escrow when you're buying a home in North Carolina. I have clients that cannot overcome this big of an increase, and they have decided to pause their house buying adventure, which is exactly what the goal is, to crush the demand of the housing market so the inventory can come up, the mortgage rates can come down, with the hopes of enough time passing that the housing market can become a balanced market in supply and demand, making it easier for first-time home buyers, all buyers, to be able to afford a home and be able to find a home. This rate hike is also going to affect the rental market. MarketWatch just put out an article saying that millions more home buyers may be priced out of this housing market with this rate increase. And that's going to push them somewhere. Where are they going to live? Right into the rental market that is already very crowded. If there's more competition, the prices will go up there. Again, supply and demand. In the Charlotte region, our rental rates have increased over 18% just in the last year. This is going to have a ripple effect. This rate increase has already been affecting the new construction builders. This month's market report video, I was talking about the price decreases that I was seeing from some of the builders. And I'm talking pretty substantial decreases, upwards of $20,000. If you are still available to qualify for a loan with this rate increase, make sure you keep your eye on these type of homes. Usually builders start with incentives, so they're usually offering blinds or appliances, refrigerators, washers, and dryers. Later on, they will offer to buy your interest points for you so you'll be able to qualify for the loan. I'm not seeing these incentives just yet, but I think that's because the profit margins are still there. The cost of lumber has been decreased by almost half in the last 30 days. I think the builders are doing these reductions, trying to stay ahead of the curve of the interest rate hike and knowing that the buyer's pool is diminishing. What this might also do is slow down those small investors, those investors that buy and then flip those homes. If they are financing, then they may think twice about the rates and slow their investments. But those guys who buy and hold, maybe not so much, because they're betting on the rental prices continuing to increase. And now with this rate hike, keeping these renters and possibly pushing more into the market, it kind of feels like the feds are robbing Peter to pay Paul. My advice right now to sellers, if you are selling your primary home or have a secondary home and are going to sell in the near future, make sure you're working with a knowledgeable realtor that can show you what the true market values are. With this rate increase, the market is changing. Buyers are not going to be settling as much as they were, and there will be less of them. The nice thing about the real estate market is it's slow to react to the changes. You can kind of see what's coming down the road because the transactions take anywhere from 30 to 60 days. So you get to kind of peek and see what's coming at you. So long as you're paying attention, you will be able to decipher it. My advice to buyers, if you are pre-approved for a mortgage, call your loan officer and make sure that you are still able to qualify for the same amount with this rate hike. If you find yourself priced out of this market because of the recession, hold tight, stay diligent, stay smart, and stay informed. Remember, lenders only lend to qualified individuals. So when the feds do get this inflation under control, the real estate market has balanced inventory, which means that the market prices will come down and the interest rates, when they stabilize. If you've not been smart, if you've not been diligent, and you don't know what's going on, are you going to be ready to proceed when all of this comes back down? If you found value in this video, could you hit that thumbs up button below and share with a friend? Thank you for watching. My name is Mary Howard, and this is There Is No Place Like Home NC. Take care.